Devontae on the receiving end of this Josh McCown side armor.
Jets lead the league, and was it a touchdown or was it in their own stadium? The Austin Seferian-Jenkins plays and whatnot. All right, hey, 4 more games in the late window, including Giants-Raiders and the most talked about quarterback benching in recent memory. Eli Manning will not start today for the New York Giants. 210 games consecutive starts for Eli Manning comes to an end. Third quarter underway between the Falcons and Vikings.
And they start by faking it to him. Pressure on Ryan, but his completion to Toilolo, the tight end. And Toilolo muscles his way forward for a 9-yard gain. And there's the play action that Pam just told us about.
Pam nailed it. And that's pretty much how they began the game as well. That same type of play action. Remember, with Minnesota, they believe that they're going to see more vanilla coverages, more basic coverages, stacking the line of scrimmage on first and second down. It's third down that Minnesota really confuses you. They're trying to get ahead of that by throwing the ball in the early downs.
Second and 1. Devontae Freeman, first down and more for Devontae Freeman. And a penalty comes from back in the secondary. Big run for Freeman. We had a big one called back earlier in the day.
And that one came from the back judge, Sean Hockley, from deep center field.
That certainly looks like it's on Minnesota from where that flag came from.
During the run, holding, defense, number 98. That 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the run. First down.
So Linval Joseph was probably holding an offensive lineman, trying not to let him get out and block. So that'll be right in here. Let's see in the middle. See Joseph right there got a grasp of 51 Alex Mack and actually hauled him down with his left arm. He was trying to keep Mack from being mobile and getting upfield to the second level to block.
And keep in mind, again, left guard 63, Ben Garland. Andy Levitri went out early with a tricep, so Garland's been in there for most of this game, but they like him. On first down, fake to Freeman. Ryan has time, going far side. Sanu's got it. Leaping grab, first down for Sanu. He told Pam Oliver, I want the ball. He just got it and delivered.
And he was able to see the play happen. Watch Rhodes 29. He's got his back to the football, but Sanu sees it happening and goes back and gets it before Rhodes can break and drive back towards the ball. That's being able to keep eyes on your quarterback with the back of the defensive back away from it.
Got him a little smiley. A touchdown pass last week. It's Derek Coleman, the fullback, in motion. First down, pitch to Freeman. Looking for the edge, gets it. Upfield goes Devontae Freeman. See Everson Griffin peering up at the giant video monitors here.
He's trying to see the blocking pattern.
Yeah.
Trying to see how they tried to block him as he tried to string that one out. Everson Griffin, a proud father for the 3rd time over Thanksgiving.
See where those are, Charles? There's a circle on the roof. There's 6 stories, I think.
Yeah, the halo boards.
It's unbelievable. It's really unique and different and cool. Second down and 6. Tevin Coleman in the game, running back now. Freeman gets a break. They'll pitch it to Coleman. And Coleman gets inside the 30 where he's going to take it out. And a nice job by Everson.
Patriots and Bills underway in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and long for Tom Brady. He looks to his main man, Rob Gronkowski. How much room did he have right there? 19-yard pickup. But hey, credit the Bills defense. 9 points at the half for the Patriots. That's a season low for New England. However, Pats have a 6-point lead. We'll keep you updated.
That's well played by the defensive end, Everson Griffin.
He was the only one that didn't fall for the fake, really. And now a 3rd and short. Atlanta will be 1 of 6 on 3rd down. Ryan, 4-man rush. Stands in over the middle. Low throw. Is it a catch? And it looks like it is. I'm waiting for a signal. It is indeed a catch.
Look how Sanu goes down. Now, if I'm Minnesota, I'm going to have a talk about that one. Because he got a left hand under, but I don't know that that's control. To me, that ball is...
All right, yeah, obviously you're going to get the coach's challenge. There it is, the flag on the field. They will sort it out. That first look looks tight right there. Ruling on the field a catch, but the ball Looks like it hits the ground. We'll let you know how it goes. Red zone opportunity for the Jags just underway in the second half in the AFC South matchup with Indy.
To get him in the best play based on the front and coverage.
It's a fake to Fournette, and he'll die at the line, and he's hit there by Bostic with no gain.
Well, we've seen this before from Blake Bortles. He can and he will run with the football. He scored 2 rushing touchdowns last week against Arizona. One on that very play right there, the zone read. He also ran a quarterback draw. And that's one of the reasons they're #1 in rushing. It's not just the running backs with Fournette and Ivory and Yeldon. It's also Bortles' ability to pull the ball down and extend plays with his legs.
You ran more earlier in your career than later. Am I correct on that?
And then I got wise. And I realized that guys on the other end are like trained assassins. You decide to pull the ball down and run.
3rd and 6. Low, caught by Fournette. Hit by Bostic and tumbles his way to the 9. 11-yard gain for Leonard Fournette. 23rd reception of the season. That is a first down.
This is progress. You move your rookie running back out there and he runs a little under route. Watch the patience at the top of the route. A nice catch. Get him into the transition of the run. The more you can do.
It is an incomplete pass. Therefore, it will be 4th down and 3 from the 29-yard line on the left hash mark. Minnesota is not charged their timeout as they are successful in their challenge.
Kick the field goal here.
That's what they're doing.
There's no reason to press it here. You put this one through the pipes, you're now in the lead in this football game. And we see how much of a grinder this one is. What did Dan Quinn tell Pam Oliver? This is coming down to the wire. Take the points, Atlanta.
So Matt Bryant will come on for his 3rd field goal try of the game. He's hit from 38. He's hit from 36, and this one will be
situational football and making better decisions from the pocket. He's really cut down on the mistakes and interceptions so far this season.
2nd down and goal at the 5. Fournette easily in for 6.
Bryant, good again. 42 years old, still kicking it like a kid. And
7th touchdown run of the season for the LSU rookie Leonard Fournette. They're going to go for 2.
Just keep an eye on Bostic. He's going to step to his left. And once he does, I mean, it just opens up a huge hole backside for Leonard Fournette.
Versatile. They're going to go for 2, as we've said. He's had 4 100-yard rushing games this season as a rookie. He's got 41 yards on 13 carries today. And the Jaguars are flying. Going for 2.
I think this early in the second half, I may kick the extra point here, Kevin, and make it a 20-point game.
Interesting. For the 2 points to Lewis. Got it.
Or you could just drop back and throw it to Mercedes Lewis.
He's 6'7".
6'7". 6'8" with his helmet on.
They beat Farley. A touchdown run of 5 yards by Leonard Fournette. A terrific rookie running back in the NFL, leading the way for the first place Jaguars.
Yeah, we love this. Game Rewind presented by Gatorade. They line up for the free throw after the touchdown. All right, a little creativity. I like it. Look, some people hate on the relaxed celebration rule in the NFL. I think it's fun. Those guys are having a good time. They punch it in right there. And the Jags making a statement. And Colts are a struggling team, but they're up 21 points at home on the weekend where they try and retake the lead in the AFC South. Patriots are on the move. Rob Gronkowski just shy or right at the first down marker here.
Touche. Watch him right here. This is a tough catch and throw. Brown's covering him. Safety's coming up. Make the play. Poyer and Brady just throws a perfect ball. And Gronk with great hands reaches out and grabs it.
Yeah, he's got 3 receptions on this drive alone. 5 for the game.
And we're going to see if you're going to throw the ball in, this is the time to do it.
It's Lewis spinning. Still not down. All the way to the 1.
That's what happens right there. Buffalo gives you opportunities to run it against them. Good job. Well done right here. Look at just a power play. Shaq Mason again on a pole, having a great game. Shaq Mason is playing outstanding football right now.
And the Patriots waste no time getting to the line.
Lewis playing tough. Here comes a quick handoff, right?
First and goal from the 1. Burkhead is the tailback. Brady taps Andrews, the center. Burkhead has it. He tumbles down at the line of scrimmage. Burkhead, who had a couple of touchdowns against Miami last week, one on the ground, one in the passing game.
Tom Brady, you guys saw him tap the center like 20 times there. Everyone's watching his hands right there. So his hand, you'll see, before then he tapped it about 10 times. He never actually touches the center. So what happens is he taps the center to tell him to go. So that tells, see how he fakes it? If the D linemen are looking, he's trying to get him to draw him off sides. So he fakes like he's tapping. So if the D linemen are watching his hands, they're going to try and time it up. But the center only snaps it when you tap him. So you fake tap it a bunch, and the D linemen sometimes go for it.
Here's a guy they can't afford to lose at this part of the field. Shaq Lawson aided to the sideline. And second and a goal to go from a foot away. Dublin, the lead back. Burkhead, the tailback, gets it again. Burkhead takes it across for the touchdown.
Patriots come right out of halftime with a big drive. Come out with a couple of new plays to get a couple of explosives to Gronkowski that they weren't getting other than one play in the first half in the passing game. And you see Burkhead off the edge. Solder just seals the edge. Gronk with a good block. Jacob Hollister's trying to block there. That was really good.
70 yards in 10 plays. Remember how we were talking at the top about how they had scored touchdowns on 5 consecutive first possession of halves? They got a field goal on their first possession today.
You're right.
But
well, New England hasn't lost in Buffalo in 6 years. Looking strong there. All right, remember draft day when the Bears went up and traded one spot with the Niners? The Niners ended up getting Solomon Thomas. That's Solomon Thomas sacking Mitchell Trubisky, who was the second player taken in the draft. The Bears jumped up to get. So it's the kid out of North Carolina and the kid out of Stanford, drafted just, 10 minutes apart that day, just past draft, and involved in that play there. Still 14-9, Bears have the lead. All right, cut back to this 20-0. A bit of a surprising lead, even in Baltimore. The size of the lead, pretty surprising for the Ravens, shutting out the Lions. Both these teams, one game over 500 to start the day.
They're very confident in Humphrey's ability, as they should be. Jimmy Smith, the thing they'll miss most, not only his great physical play, but his leadership skills. Guys have to step up.
Stafford on second down. Good protection this time. You give him that kind of time, and you're in a world of trouble. And that's Ebron for a first down to the Ravens, 46.
So game rewind presented by Gatorade on 3rd and 8. Matthew Stafford will look to his favorite target, Golden Tate. He's there past the sticks and shakes a defender for 1 extra yard, 14-yard completion. Lions being shut out right now. The Ravens have forced 4 Detroit punts and have 1 fumble recovery as well. Okay, so we're going to go back to the scoreboard just for a moment. Let's go back to M&T Bank Stadium there with Baltimore holding on to this lead. I guess we're not going to go back to Baltimore. All right, we'll look big. And we are going to go back to Baltimore. Keep me on my toes.
Because of the protection. And I like what Decker does right here. Decker was struggling with Suggs a little bit. Solid on that protection.
Flag down, throwing deep down the field. A catch is made by Marvin Jones Jr. Inside the 5, we wait on the penalty. And we wait and see. This is a big one.
12 men on defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, first down.
You know, you'd figure if you're Dean Pease that you cannot substitute in these situations because they're going tempo and they're looking to catch you. And Marvin Jones right here runs past Humphrey, who loses sight of the ball. And, of course, Marvin Jones is a big body and using his body to seal Humphrey from getting it. making a good catch at its highest point.
All righty, for the first time all day, the Lions have some life. 42-yard reception by Jones. And now it's first and goal at the 5-yard line. Just inside the 5. Theo Riddick will find the end zone, and the Lions for the first time today are on the board. What an impressive start for the Lions, coming out of the locker room at halftime and go right down the field for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's all set up by Matthew Stafford and having time to pass. Judon right here is going to get held.
All right, Detroit on the board here. 3rd and short for Jameis Winston.
Winston again in trouble and down. Dean Lowry again.
That was simply a great job. They wanted to go to the screen play again. The Green Bay Packers sniffed it out early. They got pressure and they covered up the screen pass. They couldn't get it going, and there you go, getting the ball away from Jameis Winston's and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, getting off on 3rd down. That's what you want as defense. 6th sack.
We are live in Buffalo where Gene Steratore, he's calling illegal hands in the face against the Buffalo Bills. Tyrod Taylor thought he had a roughing the passer penalty against New England, and it was on a play in which he completed a pass to Charles Clay for about 20 yards. Here's the replay.
You see him right over there. Does he grab him? Yeah, he does, right there. Puts his hand up, and Roberts then gets his hand back up in his face.
And almost lost the helmet.
Boy, that was a big play right there for Buffalo. And this drive, as you know, this drive is very important because once Brady gets a beat on what you're doing, it's hard to continue to keep them at bay, and just they've got to put points on the board in this drive somehow.
1st and 20. It is McCoy with the football. And he's got about 4 yards back.
Back to South Florida. We've got a red zone opportunity for Miami, up 16-3 against the Broncos.
Team is 4-7 on the year. Everyone looks to roll the table at the end of the year. 2nd down and 8. From inside the 20, Cutler's pass and a good catch by Jarvis Landry, who breaks the tackle and gets the 1st down inside the 10. Justin Simmons.
And the game rewind presented by Gatorade shows us Jay Cutler on the rollout to the right side, stops, throws back to the left. Anthony Fasano, the backside tight end, with a catch, and he's getting it inside the 20-yard line. It was a 29-yard pickup. Cutler, 12 of 19, 150 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT.
Get him down. Landry, 4 catches for 52 yards.
Simmons played cornerback at Boston College, so he's got some of that skill set in him. He's a great athlete, normally the starting safety, and instead of moving him outside, the Broncos decided, let's move Chris Harris Jr. to the outside and keep him in the middle of the football field where he's used to playing. Not so much safety, he's going to play some corner out of that position, but it's very similar to what he does on a day-to-day basis.
And they know he can cover, and that's a key.
He's an exceptional athlete. Exceptional.
They're going to measure now to place the ball in the right spot. And it looked like 1st and goal, but it may be short by less than a football. So it'll be 3rd down and 1. A couple of inches.
3rd and inches. How's your quarterback sneak game? I don't know that you'll do it with Jay Cutler here coming off concussion protocol.
Good idea. And they have the extra offensive lineman in Zach Sterup. This is the Dolphins' 2nd trip into the red zone. Scored a touchdown their 1st foray there.
Full back up tight here. Sometimes you just give it to him on the quick handoff. Think you get the defense off kilter.
They're clogging the middle, and here's Kenyon Drake trying to go outside, and he's going to make it. Flag is down, however, and we'll see if the Dolphins were holding on the play as Drake managed to get outside enough for the 1st down, but let's wait.
Holding, number 62 offense, that penalty's declined. Holding, number 79 offense, that penalty's accepted.
Keeping an eye on the game that has some playoff implications. The Buffalo Bills on 3rd and 2. Tyrod Taylor, T-Mobile. It's the 1st down, but still in their own territory. We'll let you know if the Bills get over midfield.
These are those opportunities. You're down. You have the first down. You can't tackle people. They're going to call that all the time. And then away from the football. You can't get called on a hold on a wide handoff the opposite way when you're away from the football if you're Sam Young.
So now it's 3rd and 11 from the 19-yard line. And Cutler backpedaling, and his pass incomplete to Landry, looking for the flag and not getting it. Landry going over to the official. The back judge saying that he was interfered.
Niners offense update. They're over midfield at Soldier Field, and on 3rd and 8, Garoppolo looks middle. It's Goodwin. Marquise makes a 10-yard catch. Jimmy Garoppolo over 200 yards passing and 1 INT. Niners trail by 5.
No question. He gets there. That's just a missed call. Gets there before the ball gets there. That should have been a call.
So instead of a touchdown possibility, the Dolphins settling for a field goal try. Cody Parkey with a 37-yarder is good. So the Dolphins have to settle.
So the New England Patriots, they have a 7-game win streak, and the defense has come together on the win streak here. Tyrod Taylor feeling the heat, tries to spin out of it for the 2nd time, but he gets dropped. The Bills, the New England defense has held their last 7 opponents during the win streak to 17 points or less. Penalty flag was holding. Actually, you know what? That penalty flag was actually holding against the defense. So that was on the punt, however. Excuse me. I was watching that game as we were watching the other 9 games that are going on across the National Football League. The way it came out in the wash is the Patriots are going to get the football back. All right, let's check back to the AFC South matchup, Jags and Colts, with Indy in Jacksonville territory.
Gore is in. He'll flare. Brissett got him. That's a first down catch and more. T.Y. Hilton, he'll take it to the house and a flag. Back at the 25. Right now a 40-yard catch and run TD for Hilton.
Well, this is real progress for the young quarterback. This is good to see.
Holding. Defense number 22. Penalty decline. Result of the play. Touchdown.
Wonderful throw by Jacoby Brissett and a terrific catch and run by T.Y. Hilton, a 3-time Pro Bowler.
Just watch the eyes of Jacoby Brissett. Go ahead and run it, and you're going to see here he's going to start to his right, and he's staring it down, and he's had a difficult time getting through the progressions and getting backside. But he does. He's able to reset his feet and make a good, accurate throw across the field to T.Y. Hilton. And sometimes he does get stuck on the route and stare it down.
Nice play for T.Y. Hilton and the 10th touchdown thrown of the year for Jacoby Brissett. 1st and goal, Niners, if this play stands.
Now that's called incomplete.
Now it's incomplete. He's saying that he caught it.
He's trying to lobby the sideline, and the officials are conferring as to whether or not this ball was caught or not caught. And so if we're going to throw the challenge flag and go to replay, it had to be incomplete. So he has it. I don't think the ball ever hits the ground. I know it's loose when he hits the ground, but it looks like he has it sandwiched in between his legs.
And Kyle Shanahan has thrown the challenge flag. No coach has won more challenges this year than Kyle Shanahan. He's 5 out of 7 on his challenges.
San Francisco is challenging the ruling on the field that the pass was incomplete.
See, from the replays that we've seen thus far, when Louis Murphy is juggling the ball, we see him juggling it, but we never see the ball actually come out and hit the ground. You can see it's a little loose there, and he's on his side. So, and as his back is turned to the official who's coming in from the outside, loose, but not on the ground. Not on the ground.
Well, I don't know if that look, James, you can prove that it wasn't on the ground.
You need a look that proves that he caught it.
Ed Hockley's had an eventful game there at Soldier Field. We'll let you know what they decide. Josh McCown on a 3rd and 4 with the Jets, who were down 14-0 in this game. Okay, it goes incomplete. However, Penalty flag comes in late. Defensive holding against the Chiefs, so give them a fresh set of downs. Jets were down 14-0 as Jermaine Kearse takes the end around, gets a couple of yards there, and have the 21-17 lead. Boy, if Kansas City loses this game, wow.
Had a lot of action in his rookie year from Alabama. Third-round pick, known for his speed. They try to get him involved in the run game.
Yeah, only has 5 catches on the season.
The San Francisco incomplete pass. Ruling on the field stands. They said not enough evidence to overturn, so it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Niners.
55 to play in the third. McGuire with Thomas in front of him on a 2nd and 6. Tomlinson goes in motion. Give it to McGuire. A lot of bodies bunched up, and McGuire had nowhere to go. Logan and Bailey there, and a loss of 3 on the play for the Jets.
And the Jets hurt the Chiefs in the first half running left, and the Chiefs obviously have made the adjustment. You can see how well they stand up the Jet offensive line and just kind of skate on down the line of scrimmage, giving McGuire very few options to pick up yardage.
Long drive here. The Jets have had 6 plays for negative yards. And now they face a 3rd and 9. Forte comes in, replaces McGuire. Shotgun. McCown steps, throws. It's caught. Chad Hansen, the rookie, has a first down. Just his 4th catch of the season, 4th-round pick out of Cal.
I see you, Hansen. We'll come right back to that Jets drive in a moment after we show you 3rd and 6. Jimmy Garoppolo stands in the pocket. Now bails out to the left side, looking downfield, needs 6 yards. This ball goes complete. However, penalty flag on the play, and they're going to call illegal touching because the receiver had gone out of bounds, came back inbounds, and was the first to touch it there. That's illegal, so it'll lead to a field goal opportunity for the Niners.
New York. Motion man is Stewart, just inside the 30. Powell. A loss on the play. Jarvis Jenkins got some penetration, loss of 2.
One thing the Jets have suffered from this season is too many fumbles. They've fumbled 21 times and they've lost 9 of them, which are 3rd most in the NFL. Today, ball security been outstanding.
And using up a lot of clock. This drive has lasted over 7 minutes for the Jets. On the ground once again, Forte. Not much there, couldn't jump around.
I told you it would be a Niners field goal attempt. Robbie Gould against his own team, old team, has 4 field goals. Make it 14-12 in Chicago.
Make a stop and force a long field goal.
Third and 11 for the Jets. Once again, it's McCown operating out of the gun. McCown steps, throws, catch and curl. Robbie Anderson. First down, Jets. They keep doing
New York drive keeps rolling. Well, look, we have wanted to show you some Vikings-Falcons action. There hasn't been much, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2 defenses just coming up with big plays. However, here's a nice pass play. Case Keenum, Stephon Diggs, 19-yard pickup. But there has been almost no red zone activity, and the amount that they have had, you've seen it right here. 3 field goals for the Falcons, 1 touchdown for the Vikings, 9-7 Atlanta leads.
We had a good conversation about it this week. It's not going to be a problem moving forward. Tossing it, Kearse. Terrence Mitchell out on the perimeter.
All right, and the Vikings now are moving it down the field. So let's go to first place Minnesota's offense. Just about 10 yards, 15 yards shy of the red zone here. We'll go back and forth with the Jets and Vikes.
You know what it reminded me of?
This with the drive at the end of the first half the Jets had. The Kansas City offense has been on the sidelines for an eternity.
Two tight ends. 10th play of the drive. 2nd and 3 for New York. McCown forced out of the pocket. McCown on the move. He will heave it away.
2nd down and 8 now. They try on the jet sweep coming near side. And Diggs is hog-tied out of bounds inside the 30 by Devon.
Threw it out of bounds to avoid the sack.
The Jets have allowed 35 sacks this season, 6th most in the NFL. Kansas City, no sacks today. McCown 5 of 6 on 3rd down. This is the 17th play of the drive. Moving pocket. McCown fires too high. Trying to hit Anderson, who
timeout. They will discuss it here. So their first timeout of the half, and a big play in a 3rd and 2. Minnesota in field goal range, but looking for more.
He's trying to get some air right now. You can see he patted his stomach. Laying out. There is Nelson right on top.
All right, injury timeout there. It'll be a field goal when they try their next play. Right here is a red zone opportunity pending the flag in Nashville.
It's been building up for a couple plays.
There's DeAndre Hopkins. Asked him if he's a talker down on the field. He goes, no, not really. And I said, so you don't participate? And he said, well, I will talk back.
he goes, it is football. We get, we get out there, we get into it a little bit. So.
All right, looking for action here. We just had the Patriots pop inside the red zone, handed off to Rex Burkhead. He goes up the middle, 14 yards, leans for the end zone, and they call it a touchdown. However, they are ruling it, or looking at the ruling on the field. Scoring review here. Checking the instant replay. Was his elbow down before the football crosses the plane? Here's one angle of it. As you'll see, Burkhead does go down right at the 1-yard line and then leans. It's kind of a simultaneous act there. If it stands, it'll be a 14-yard touchdown, and the Patriots would add to their lead. One more look at it. The elbow goes down, forearm goes down, and then the ball comes over the top. That's going to be a tough one for Gene Steratore and the guys to New York on which to rule. I'll give you the update. Back to Nashville.
For the follow-up.
Usually I'm not a big fan of the offsetting penalties, but that was clearly 2 separate penalties, and good call.
This is a 6.5-minute drive that the Houston Texans are enjoying.
As we thought.
Savage looking for the end zone. Hopkins going up, incomplete. Logan Ryan.
I think you caught the end of it right there. Gene Steratore says the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown, New England. They go up 22-3 with the extra point to come.
By pushing off, you call Logan Ryan getting contact there at the top of the route, trying to tug. It's back, and I think it's a good no call. I think you could call it on either player, so don't call it at all.
3rd and 7. Savage throwing left, has it completed, and looking for the first down on the far side is Alfred Blue, and he appears to have it.
Let you know if they mark him for the yardage to gain in the first down there. We just had this Jay Cutler to Kenny Stills pass into the red zone until coughs it up. Broncos on top of it. Miami still has a 19-3 lead. Out of the TV timeout, the Jets line up their short field goal from the 9-yard line. Chandler Catanzaro to make this a full touchdown lead for the Jets. He does. 24-17, New York.
Jets extend.
Same thing, helmet to helmet like we had earlier with Braxton Miller and Weems. Watch as
and bringing in the Minnesota and Atlanta game as the injured Titan is being attended to by the athletic trainers. Minnesota has it in their own territory here, but we still want to watch a play or two of this game.
The 2 running backs in this game. Murray had a big run, 30 yards to set up their touchdown. McKinnon has a touchdown catch. Here's Murray running right, finds a hole, and Murray is going to be about a yard shy of a first down, so a 3rd and 1.
Get the sense that Pat Shurmur, the offensive coordinator, feels like they've got something going when they run to the right.
Titans and Texans has gone to a stoppage. We're going to bring in the Buccaneers, who fumbled the snap inside of the 5-yard line on what was a 3rd and goal. What's the penalty?
Offense.
Wow.
Penalties decline. 4th down. And he's not healthy.
He's 3rd and 1. Keenum, Murray, big hole, Latavius Murray inside the 10.
And they broke it back right, but the center, Pat Elflein, I think
7 points on the board, and you only end up with a potential 3.
It'll be a 30-yard try for Murray. And he puts it through. But all things considered.
7-yard run. They go quick here. They run it again to Murray, patiently running. And he runs into a top of Rubin at about the 6.
But what I mean for Elflein is he's not playing against Alex Mack because Alex Mack plays center for the Falcons. But the presence of Alex Mack, maybe the best center in the league.
Titans and Texans still in a TV timeout, so let's bring in the Jags and Colts. Jacksonville with it, 2nd and now 3rd and goal from inside the 5.
Gets to Deion Jones 45.
Pretty good this week. We had his first full week of practice. Now he's hobbling off.
Watch Parnell. He doesn't hear the snap count. He hears a whistle. He doesn't block anybody. Just stand still.
Simon yet the closing hit. 3rd and goal at the 8. Out of traffic. Nice catch by Ivory, but got back to the 5 and brought down by Hairston.
Stay here in Jacksonville because the Vikings and Falcons have gone to the end of the 3rd quarter. When they resume, Minnesota 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line in 2 minutes.
Hobbling. That's not something that Doug Marrone wants to see from his star pupil.
So here is Lambeau, 23-yard try. He's had a hip issue in practice this week. He will get this through. A 23-yarder. Big plays on the drive. Cole caught one for 32.
Okay, we've got 2 games in the red zone that we're waiting on the resumption of play. End of the 3rd quarter, as I said, Minnesota and Atlanta. And then coming out of a commercial timeout in about 20 seconds are Houston and Tennessee in the tie game there in Nashville. So Jacksonville with a comfortable lead at home. They're rooting for a Tennessee loss in this game to put the Jags back in first place by themselves in the AFC South.
Well, and everything we saw on the replay is when his feet are out of bounds, if anything, they were going to move it back a foot or so. You can see here the ball is right at the line, and it's short of the 9-yard line, which is where they have it marked. So we thought they were going to move it back a foot or so, but evidently they didn't have enough to change it.
Alfred Blue may have lost a yard.
Yeah, started the day by saying code red for the team in red. It's a touchdown deficit for Alex Smith and the Chiefs.
Dominant in favor of the Jets. Smith, pocket holds up. Deep ball, separation. Tyreek Hill. Goodbye, Hill. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that was a hill of a throw by Smith.
He didn't underthrow him that time, did he? He let Hill run under this one as he goes blowing by Rashad Robinson. Fastest player in the NFL.
Longest pass play of the season to Hill, 79 yards. And just like that, forget about time of possession.
Yeah,
when you could strike that quickly. Smith pumps the fist.
That's 2 one-play touchdown drives for the Chiefs today.
Extra point, Bucker. We are all tied up.
All right, start of the 4th quarter here. Minnesota inside the 10.
On the door to start this 4th quarter. They're down 2, but they've got a 2nd down and goal from the 6. Keenum looking, lofting, Enzo Rudolph, touchdown! And Minnesota retakes the lead.
And this is going to be Kyle Rudolph's 12th catch of the season in the red zone. Little stick nod route, fakes it to the outside, cuts back to the inside, and look at the offensive line provide the coverage there. The pass protection for Keenum.
All right, Minnesota jumps back out into the lead, 14-9 in Atlanta. We'll keep you posted. It was an incomplete pass on 2nd and goal. Here's 3rd and goal for the Texans.
He's favoring the side to Hopkins.
Savage throwing into a crowd at the goal line. It's incomplete. And the field goal unit will come on.
Well, LaShawn Sims was in for Logan Ryan, and he's the one that's in coverage over there. Jayon Brown is able to knock it away.
So from 28 yards out, Fairbairn, he was good from 23. And yanked it way left. I mean, that wasn't even close.
It didn't even hit the net. That landed up in the stand.
Wow, Shankopotamus, and we stay tied at 10 with 5 minutes and change remaining in the 3rd. 1st and goal, Detroit.
Family friend of his the other day was talking all about him. Great kid. All right, 1st down and goal. And this is Tion Green. And Green is close to the end zone. His 1st career touchdown. And all of a sudden, the game is on here in Baltimore. The Lions, a pair of touchdowns here in this 3rd quarter. And a point after away from a 6-point game.
It's amazing when a young man gets an opportunity to do something. Led by Taylor Deckers, he's going to pull out off the crackback by Galladay. Deckers going to get a nice kick out, and Tion Green, I'll tell you, your first game as an NFL player, you see the end zone that close, it's going to be hard to keep him out. How about Golden Tate out there? Marlon Humphrey sealing him inside. Golden Tate doing more than yards after catch, throwing a block for his buddy to get his 1st career touchdown.
Tion Green, a college free agent out of the University of Cincinnati. He grew up down in Sanford, Florida. He had a 33-yard run, his 1st touch as an NFL player.
And the Lions back in the game. I'll let you know about the extra point in just a moment as Jay Cutler and the Dolphins are into Denver territory.
3rd down and 1. Shane Ray now goes in for Barrett. And on 3rd and 1, the short pass is going to be intercepted on the deflection. Justin Simmons, and he's going to run it in for the touchdown. No flags on the play. Second interception of the game.
Yeah, penalty flag after the play. Both teams have a pick 6 in the Miami-Denver contest. 3rd and 7 for Matt Ryan and the Falcons.
3rd down. Pressure coming. Griffin. Ryan still on his feet. Ryan thinks about running. Not a good choice as he's taken down by Barr, and a punt coming.
All right, so the Detroit Lions score the touchdown to make it a 7-point game. The extra point to make it a 6-point contest. Matt Prater, no. Keep it at a 7-point Baltimore lead. Haven't gone to the 4th quarter in this one yet. So 9 games going on across the National Football League. We have 5 of them into the 4th quarter. The rest are in the final minutes of the 3rd.
So after the touchdown drive, Minnesota D forces a 3 and out. It doesn't get any better than that. Bosher with the kick. It's another gem. Cheryl's thinking about a return. Not much room. Great job by Bosher. There you go, Levine. Another good punt. That 56 yards.
Another TV timeout coming from Mercedes-Benz Stadium back to MetLife Stadium between the Chiefs and Jets, which is tied up at 24. Highest scoring game of the day thus far.
Come up with a real good tackle as Stewart throws about 6 moves at him. None of them work.
Turns out to be a loss of 1 for the Jets. So it sets up 3rd and 5 at the Kansas City 29. McGuire lines up as a receiver. On 3rd down. McCown throws. He wants it all. Over the head of Robbie Anderson. Incomplete.
Yeah, the pressure by Kevin Pierre-Louis right in the face.
Gatorade Game Rewind shows you Josh McCown to the left side. Robbie Anderson. What a snag on that one. 26 yards on that completion. Robbie Anderson has 7 catches for 91 yards for New York.
Got knocked down at the end. And the Jets staring at a 47-yard field goal. Trying to take the lead. Catanzaro. 47-yarder. He's got it. The Jets go in front, 27-24 with
another reminder, the Jets were down 14-0 in the first 5 minutes of the game as Travis Kelce hauled in a couple of touchdown passes from Alex Smith to put the Chiefs up early in that one, and now the Jets have fought back to take their second lead of the day. All right, we're back on the Titans and Texans here. We'll show you why they're isolating Delaney Walker in just a moment.
Young guys around him and see how he prepares, takes care of his body, and approaches his preparation every week.
On 2nd and 8. Murray outside. First down yardage and more. Close to the 35. Marcus Gilchrist making the stop.
Great cut outside by DeMarco Murray on the play. How about another game rewind? Marcus Mariota, Delaney Walker. That's why they were showing number 82 there. The tight end just keeps on doing it. Been battling injuries for the second half of the season here. Makes that catch for a first down, and this run gets another fresh set of downs. Tennessee
like to take it inside, and they get the opportunity to bounce it outside. They're both really good at stiff arms. If they have the chance to get to the outside, they will. That time Murray picking up a big gain.
119 rushing yards today for Tennessee. Mariota to the 15-yard line. Incomplete. Intended for Decker. He couldn't hold on.
Well, that's just a two-man route. You're leaving everybody in pass protection. You're giving a hard play fake. Just a crossing route. You got Davis and Decker both going up the field. Davis going deep and Decker underneath. Kareem Jackson able to knock that ball out, not allowing the completion.
2nd and 10. That two-pronged running attack. Derrick Henry now into the game. Henry. Nowhere to go this time. Wrapped up on the outside by Carlos Watkins, and then Jadeveon Clowney joined in. Loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Well, there's a look at Mike Vrabel. We talked so much about today how the Tennessee Titans defensively don't give up big plays. So far on the day, the longest pass play is 20-yard completion to Philip Supernaw. So the Texans doing a good job of not allowing that big play to happen, making the Titans work it down the field and earn their points.
Mariota, sideline, complete. And up the sideline looking for the first down is Delaney Walker. And he got there.
It's good to see him. Good to see him have a little fun as Delaney Walker extends and places the ball past the first down marker. Knee goes down right there. We'll see if there's a challenge. Bill O'Brien has the flag and just threw it.
Yeah, just threw it. So they'll take a closer look.
Okay, so you see that there's another coach's challenge in that Houston game where to see if Tennessee, I'm looking at the replay myself right now, that Delaney Walker was lunging for the first down marker there. We'll let you know how that one comes out. We have kind of a serious situation in the Buffalo-New England game. I'll get to that in just a moment. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in the red zone. Guys, where do you want to go to next? Let's show you, let's show you that situation in Buffalo that I was telling you about. It's Tyrod Taylor on a scramble here. He's kind of taken down kind of tough, and he's shaken up. And then there was another play right here on a pass play where he gets hit, and the defender eventually takes him down low. He has been knocked out of the game. You see Tyrod Taylor carted off and into the locker room. Bad news, obviously, for Buffalo, and that means Nathan Peterman. We got to know him a couple of weeks ago after the controversial benching of Tyrod Taylor. Peterman didn't even last a full half of action, throwing 5 interceptions in his NFL starting debut for Buffalo. So he takes over the reins for Buffalo, and they're down to one of the best teams in football, 23-3. We'll keep you posted from Western New York.
Doubling Green Bay's output of 33. Dominant statistically, but behind on the scoreboard. Over the middle and caught. That's at the 11 to Evans again. And he'll quickly point that out.
Well, this is why we watch. You never know what you're going to see. The Miami Dolphins had 1 rushing touchdown all season coming into today. And there's Kenyon Drake. They've been so injured in the backfield, but he takes it 42 yards, houses it. He's got 105 yards and a touchdown. Miami rolling 26-9 over the Broncos.
Barber inside the 5 to the 4. House drags him down, but it's a 1st and goal for Tampa Bay, a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, this is just a simple ISO run. They got to stick with the run. They got to stick with the run here. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I was with you the first time. I mean, I really was. A bootleg action throwing against the grain for Jameis with clearly a hip or leg injury of some kind. He's fighting through that ankle problem.
Absolutely.
When he got rolled up on. 1st and goal. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Did they get him on cadence? Let's see. Someone jumped prematurely from Green Bay, but were they induced?
Encroachment. Defense number 76. Half the distance to the goal.
So Nathan Peterman in at quarterback for the Bills. His first pass attempt comes on 2nd and 10. A little bit high for the intended target and incomplete. 20-point deficit for the young quarterback in the 4th quarter. That's going to be an uphill battle. All right, we've got 2 red zone opportunities. Tampa Bay down around the goal line. On the right side of the double box, Joe Flacco and the Ravens inside the 10-yard line. Goal-to-go opportunities for both.
Fumble. Did Jameis lose it? I think he did. No, he's on top of it. Jameis.
Hey, KK! What are you Come on! They're going to run it to Collins, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Alex Collins. And a tug of war. That's a pretty good one there.
That's not bad.
That's a good one.
What else is pretty good is Jeremy Macklin's block.
The handoff there, but I think it was a play fake. You're right. Joe Thomas had a great shot at the recovery and missed it. 2nd and goal. Winston again in trouble. He's got green grass in front of him. Throws it. Is that Jackson? Is it a touchdown? Yes, it is.
He may have been over the line of scrimmage.
He may have. Flags are down. And you know, he could have run it in. He really could have, even with a bad ankle.
Illegal forward pass. Offense number 3. Threw the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the pass. Loss of down. 3rd down.
Just indecision here.
Yeah, here's your line of scrimmage right here. And as the play goes, you see Jameis Winston. He's gonna scramble. Once he brings the ball down, it's hard for the quarterback to really have that feel, but you must know when you are across that line, you got to tuck it and run it, and he didn't do that there. Cost him potentially 6 points there.
I think part of it might have been the injury. He felt like, I'm not going to get there, so I need to throw it, but it came a fraction late.
I agree with you there.
3rd and goal again after a 1st and goal at the 3. Pressure off the edge. Winston with time, and that one is caught. Brate, touchdown. Tampa Bay.
There's his guy. He's looking for him, and if you're the Green Bay Packers, you have to know that. You have to know that he is going to look for Cameron Brate in the red zone. Anytime he's looking for something to happen successfully, he's been able to get that done with Cameron Brate.
2nd touchdown today
for the trusty tight end. And Murray is now in for the extra point. And give it up for Jameis Winston, fighting through all of those issues and skeletons in terms of turnovers to finish off that drive.
Yeah, that's what you want out of your starting quarterback.
Winston perhaps tucking in a napkin into his jersey, trying to prepare to eat a W. We'll get you back to Lambeau Field in a bit. Red alert for the Titans. 4th and 1, they go for it. Derrick Henry plows through for about 2.5 yards, move the sticks. Very next play, on 1st down, they call up the pass play to who else? The tight end, Delaney Walker. Catch, run, touchdown. Walker tackled awkwardly as he went into the end zone. He gets back up, and then he celebrates a little bit. He does like the birth the baby celebration, but then he went back down on the ground. Looked like an ankle injury for Delaney. Then they helped him back up off the field. Delaney Walker, 24 yards on that touchdown. He has 5 catches for 63 yards and that score. And the Titans go up 17-10 at home over Houston. Back to Atlanta.
They'll fake the run. Ryan looking. Going to dump it off to Freeman. And Freeman makes people miss. Still going forward across the 45. Starting to feed Devontae Freeman. He's got 7 on that play.
And they were calling a shot.
Well, Nathan Peterman and the Bills have worked it into the red zone against the Patriots. This is a 20-point lead, but you pretty much, you got to get a touchdown here. With under 10 minutes remaining, it's pretty much touchdown on each trip necessary for the Bills.
Series of the game when they threw an interception at about this point. 1st and goal. Peterman, in zone bound and incomplete.
2nd and 3. Run it again. Freeman has a hole. Devontae Freeman sprints through. 1st down into Vikings territory. Going back to that run game, just as Sarkisian told us they would.
And we spent a lot of time. How did it get?
And then Gilmore with his hand perfectly in the middle and then rip it out. I'm impressed by Gilmore and his ability, the improvement level from the beginning of the year to now. Understanding the system, the communication that takes place in the secondary.
Here's the 2nd and goal. End zone again and incomplete. Say Jones looking around, saying, where is it?
In motion. As Freeman gets a break, and they'll throw. Ryan looking over the middle, quickly to Coleman. Ball is loose, it's on the ground. And they say, hang on.
Did he catch it? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you're right. They rule incomplete on the field. The bobble and an incompletion. Let's look.
Chung's back out.
For this 3rd and goal.
Empty formation. They've pressured him 3 times. Expect. Oh, they got a little man-to-man coverage here.
Peterman locks in, throws down to the 1. McCoy with the catch.
Incomplete.
Julio Jones in the slot this time. Looking that way. Jones breaks a tackle. Julio Jones on the 1st down. As you said, CD, on the move them around, and then you get that.
For sure, this is going to be the 14th play of the drive. And it's 4th and goal from right at the 1. And a timeout first called by the Patriots.
Bring his arms to try and bring him down. He thought he could just bring body. You've got to bring everything to bring down Julio Jones. 6'3", 220. That's Secretariat out there on the corner.
And so another 1st down for Atlanta. Coleman in the backfield. Pitch it to him here. Gets a good block from the fullback, but Minnesota all over it. That had potential, that play, but there's Xavier Rhodes with the tackling for him.
And he also got some help from the fixer himself, number 22, Harrison Smith. When things go awry on defense, Mike Zimmer summons number 22 and says, fix it. And look at Smith right there, taking on Coleman, the lead blocker. Does his job. Takes that out, which allows Rhodes to come up behind him and make the tackle. That's good team defense by the Minnesota Vikings.
They line up Devontae Freeman to the bottom. Jones stayed in the huddle there late. Now he goes into the slot. Play clock running down. 2nd down. Ryan fires. Jones incomplete. He was a little high and out front with the throw.
Oh, they need a timeout. New England, they aren't set. It's going to be an all-out pressure. Cover 0.
Well, they just took a timeout. Throw to the end zone. Tipped away. Gilmore makes the play to defend it. Didn't look like a high percentage call on fourth and goal.
It's all out pressure. You got to throw it, complete it.
Just let him a little too far. And now a 3rd and long, Charles. 0-5 on 3rd and long. Here's Ryan firing far side complete, but that is not a first down. That will be shy of a first down. Gabriel on the catch.
All right, 4th down. You need a touchdown to take the lead. What do? Meanwhile, 2nd and goal for the Lions, trying to make it a one-score game.
They'll throw it wide open, and that will be a touchdown. Nick Ballore, the backup middle linebacker, who checks in on offense, that Chris brought up a little while ago. And Ballore with a touchdown.
As a linebacker, what you have to read is his shoulders. If his shoulders are square to the line of scrimmage, it's run. If his shoulders turn this way, it's a pass. Watch the angle that he releases in his shoulders. He's not blocking anybody out there. You have to play run first net situation at all times.
Yards. That one, though, is no good.
So it is close in Atlanta. Let's go big picture. We are into the magic hour right now, all 9 games into the 4th quarter. We have 6 one-possession games in Atlanta, in New Jersey between the Jets and the Chiefs, in Nashville, in Chicago, in Green Bay, and in Baltimore. All tight, close contests in the 4th quarter. We'll be following each and every one of them through the rest of the way, including this game between the Chiefs and Jets. Field goal lead for New York, which would just continue this losing slide for the Kansas City Chiefs should it hold. And right now, the Raiders and the Chargers are warming up in their respective games, which you'll see on the late window here on NFL Red Zone within an hour.
On an important 3rd and 7. The most 3rd down conversions the Jets have had all season. 10 today against this Kansas City D. They're trying to do it again. Dime package for KC. McCown floats it upstairs. Incomplete. Bilal Powell with Parker, the safety. And it's 4th down for New York.
Well, it's a late safety blitz coming right up the middle.
Let's do a game rewind because we've been showing the receiving core for the Jets. Both their top receivers have just been putting together nice games. Jermaine Kearse right there on a one-handed snag. 13 yards. Yeah, he says, I got it. Let's see if we can catch a replay of it real quick. So Kearse, 8 catches for 106 yards. Oh, beautiful one right there. And put the knee down. And then you got Robbie Anderson, who has 8 catches for over 100 yards. And that puts the Jets with the field goal, goes through, but it's still a one-possession game. Make it a 6-point lead for the Jets. We'll tell you what the Chiefs do with it when they come back out. This game has, it's one of the games with the least amount of time remaining, and the Packers